Looking for a dime. James Locke in the house, gonna help you shine.
Welcome to the Poole Locke YouTube channel. I'm James Locke. Today we're going to answer some of the Ask James questions of the day. First question is from James. I always love getting a James or a Jim. He asks, my wife and I plan to downsize our house as we get closer to retirement, and our goal is to use the proceeds to pay down some of our debt. But I'm worried. What if we can't sell it for enough? What should we do? James, great question. And I appreciate you thinking ahead about this. Too many people assume their home will sell for top dollar. And then they're disappointed when the market doesn't cooperate. If you're going to downsize anyway, it's a perfect chance to take some of that equity and clean up debt. But you're right to consider the possibility of a lower than expected selling price. The real estate market can be unpredictable, and what your house is worth on paper isn't always what you'll get when you actually sell it. So here's what you can do now. You can adjust your 401k and IRA contributions temporarily. If you're getting a matching in your 401k, especially dollar for dollar matching, you still want to capture that. That's free money. And you don't want to leave it on the table. But contributions above the match could be redirected toward debt reduction. Even if you're, let's say, only contributing 3 or 4% above the match, that could be several $100s a month that you could use to accelerate debt payoff. Number 2, you could work your debt strategy, so to speak. You could prioritize higher interest rates or fast payoff, like a fast payoff of a balance. Now, the mathematically optimal approach is to attack the highest interest rate first, since that's costing you the most money, but sometimes paying off the smaller balance first frees up more cash flow, which helps you snowball payments towards the larger debts. Now, there's also a psychological benefit to knocking out one debt completely. It gives you momentum and motivation to keep going. Number 3, consider a home equity line of credit, a HELOC. Often the first $100,000 of interest may be tax deductible depending on how the funds are used. Now that can allow you to replace non-deductible credit card interest with potentially deductible interest. If you're paying 20% on credit cards and you could pay 7% or 8% on a HELOC with a tax deduction, that's a significant savings. But and this is critical. If you do this, don't run those credit card balances back up. Discipline is key. The goal is to enter retirement as close to debt-free as possible. I've seen too many people consolidate their debt, feel relieved by the lower payments, and then slowly start charging things again. Before they know it, they have the HELOC payment plus the new credit card balances, and they're worse off than they were before. So once you get into retirement and you're focused on income investing, generating reliable cash flow from dividends and interest, being debt-free becomes even more important. Every dollar you're spending to a credit card company or a mortgage lender is a dollar you can't use to enjoy your retirement. The less debt you have, the less income you need, and the more secure your retirement becomes. It's a great question. Thank you so much. If you'd like to send in your question, you can do so. You can email it to poollocke@poolelocke.com. Let's move on to our second question. This is from Amy, and she says, my husband really doesn't want to talk about our estate or our assets with our adult children. What should we do now to try and get us all on the same page? Amy, this is a common issue, especially around the holidays. And I want you to know you're not alone. Many spouses, particularly from older generations, were taught that you just don't talk about money with your children. It was considered private, even taboo. But times have changed, and transparency can prevent a lot of family conflict and confusion down the road, right? Now listen, maybe a little eggnog in the holiday season to loosen them up, right? And honestly, sometimes that relaxed atmosphere can help. But the real goal is to get him comfortable with the idea that transparency now prevents family stress later. You're not giving your children control over your money. You're not asking for their permission to spend it. You're simply letting them know what you expect and ensuring they understand your wishes. If your family dynamics allow for it, casually discussing future plans over a quiet moment during the holiday or a holiday visit may work well. Maybe it's during a walk after dinner, or maybe you're sitting by the fire or during a calm morning with coffee. You don't have to make it a formal presentation. You can simply say, we've been thinking about our plans and we wanted you to know. If that's not realistic, you may need to structure a more formally. Ask the kids to come a day early or stay a day later. Frame it as a family meeting, not a crisis. Emphasize that you want clarity, not control or judgment. You might even frame it this way to your husband. We're doing this for them, not because we have to. We're giving them the gift of clarity so they're not guessing about our intentions or fighting with each other after we're gone. Sometimes reframing the conversation as an act of love and consideration for your children can make it feel less threatening. If you work with a financial professional, sometimes involving a third party takes the emotion out of the conversation. But the key is getting your husband on board with the idea that openness now protects everyone later. I've worked with many families where having a professional facilitate the conversation made all the difference. It's not that the advisor is telling the family what to do, but rather helping guide the discussion and answer technical questions so the family can focus on the emotional and relationship aspects. If you're focused on income investing the way we teach our clients, preserving principal while generating income through dividends and interest, that's actually a great story to share with your kids. You can explain that you're not depleting your assets, you're living off the income they provide. That should give your children tremendous peace of mind because they'll know you're being smart with your money and not burning through your savings. Hey, great questions today. And as always, if you would like to send in your question, you can do so by emailing that question to poollocke@poolelocke.com. And if you like what you heard, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. I'm James Locke, your retirement income source. And I'll see you next time.
Money on my mind, looking for a dime. James Locke in the house, gonna help you shine. Retirement is near, don't you live in fear. Listen up, my friend.